Hi guys, welcome to Chi Tarot. This is Simona, and this is going to be your reading for the new moon in Scorpio, which is happening at the moment. I'm recording this on 4th of November 2021. Wow, what a message. We are also in Scorpio season, so it's the energy is quite strong. The Scorpio energy is very strong, that energy of transformation, of intensity, of the underworld, the shadow aspects of ourselves. I mean, there's a lot more to be said there, but let's just dive into the reading. Of course, we do have the Death card. In the Death card it's connected to Scorpio energy and Saturn. And of course, the moon came into the reading, so we're reading for the new moon in Scorpio indeed. Okay guys, so the feeling I get from the cards, just the overall feeling I get is massive transformations happening in our personal relationships. I get that the energy building up to now, to this new moon and the following like maybe 2 weeks or so, is it's gonna affect, and it is affecting our personal relationships. What is happening here is, what I see is that we may be dealing with themes around where is our foundation in our relationships, what is it, are we on the same page with the people you are in relationship with, and when I say a relationship, I mean all sorts of relationships, not just romantic relationships, but everything: family, friends, business partners, lovers, and whatever else, just random encounters. So yeah, themes around stability, themes around collaboration, commitment, and again foundation. I just get like stable foundation. It's really interesting. We have two sword cards here, the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords. I'll just show you them. The Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords, and when I see these cards, what I get from their position and the surrounding cards here is that this new moon in Scorpio is urging us to close these cycles, of the wounded one, of the one who's reacting from a place of wound, from a place of maybe being, I don't know, hurt in the past, betrayed in the past, or being the one who hurt and betrayed someone else. So I feel like that's oversimplified. I feel like there is more to be said here. Okay, so what I'm getting is what I'm getting is this invitation to emerge out of this period of healing these wounds, and to tap into what's there for you, basically your gifts, to kind of open up to receive your gifts, to open up, you know, this beautiful value, foundation, stability, appreciation, recognition, whatever it is, guys, that you need in you're needing in your life. Abundance, a lot of abundance. Yeah, okay, let's dive deeper. So we start with the Emperor, and it's very interesting because the Emperor popped out as the card for today in the weekly readings I do for this week. So if you wanna go check that reading, you can go. But it's quite synchronistic that the first card that came up today is the Emperor. And underneath the Emperor, we have this Ace of Cups, which in this particular deck seems to me as some kind of castle, some weird abstract castle. And it's almost like sitting on that, or in the castle, or on, you know. So interesting. And there is a real power in this combination, in these images. And again, for the Emperor is number 4, right? And it is 4th of November too. So it's very emphasized, that stability, that structure, that geometrical strength, sturdiness of the 4. And this Ace of Cups here looks very angular to me at the moment. Very geometrical, very lots of straight, you know, angles and lines, and very pointy, very interesting. Something to do with it aligns, this Ace of Cups aligns with the Emperor energy somehow, with that sharpness and that I think Mars is in Scorpio as well, isn't it? Martian energy. The Emperor is tied up to Mars. So that kind of like warrior vibe. I just get a very strong sense of activation, something being activated. These wounds, this, like, you see this sword is not being allowed to move. It's kind of stuck. There is so much potent energy there, but it can't move. And here as well, this one is even more stuck, even more tied up there. So I feel like there is a real strong push to go through that thing, whatever it is for each one of you, which is stopping you, whether that is some kind of insecurity, or past, like, conditioning, past wound, trauma, whatever that is. I don't know what it is, guys, for you, but it feels painful. It feels painful. So I feel that this needs to be forgiven, let go of. Like, this death card speaks to us about, well, in this deck it's not called death, it's just the nameless arcanum. It's just, you know, number 13. This figure here, this skeleton walking through a land of bones, and heads. Sowing death. It feels like death, which nourishes, which kind of like fertilizes the soil. It's very necessary, death. And my sense is that what is dying is not necessarily, I don't get like relationships or situations. That could be the case for some of you, but what I get is behaviors, things within ourselves which are no longer valid. They're no longer aligned with who we are and who we're becoming. And these parts are the ones who have been holding on to the trauma, who have been holding, like they've been identifying with the hurt. So the death card here, the Scorpio energy, the new moon is inviting a completely new beginning. So ending, like a really powerful ending. Usually new moons are about endings, but this particular one is incredibly strong because it aligns with, it is in Scorpio season, and it aligns with the Scorpio, like it is in Scorpio, in the sign of Scorpio. So it's very powerful, finalizing energy of this victim mentality, of this scattered energy of confusion, of misinterpretation, misunderstanding, of hurt, of ache, of despair, of agony. I just get this really strong, quite heavy words and energies. It's really interesting because it feels like this death one, this arcanum is really at ease with all these themes which I just mentioned: the despair, pain, endings, like all of that. It's comfortable, it thrives, it is of that same world, and because it is of that same world, it kind of shows us a different perspective, that because we're working with this archetype, we're like, it's that archetype is kind of coming off us in these times. It's kind of showing us that these things are not that scary, and they're actually valuable teachers, and they're essential part of life and our journeys. So suddenly I feel that's why I was sensing in the beginning that there is something about wounds, trauma, and hurt which is completing. And it's not like these things are going to disappear and we're never going to feel that again. But we see a completely different perspective. We see the value in these experiences, and it's almost like we gain a higher perspective. We we just see it from a different angle, and we're not self-identifying with being the wounded one, being the victim, being the hurt one, or being the one who has, I don't know, done something wrong. We're not identifying with anything. We're really surrendering, and I feel like also entering into a space of unknown, like willingness to explore this darker path of the shadow, the self-knowing, and knowing these parts of ourselves which are hidden in the realm of the moon, where they're distorted and seem different to what they truly are. So the world of dreams and shadows, distortions, subconscious. And that's where the intuition is as well. I'm getting something very strong about the intuitive. Like when you really look deep, when you go deep, when you beyond knowing that you will be okay, beyond knowing that the light is there, beyond knowing that you will heal, but completely surrender and immerse yourself in the despair, in the darkness, in that pain, that transformation. No, I mean, like, what I meant is, in that pain, this is when the transformation happens. This is when, because you're really fully willing to go there, to feel it, to feel it, to die. You're willing to be slaughtered, you know, by this arcanum. And that's when this arcanum teaches you the true strength. It teaches you the true wisdom and the true connection to your core, to yourself, because we're no longer trying to, you know, just paddle on the surface, but we really go in deep, under, to the bottom of, I don't know, our inner oceans, willing, probably even thinking that we will drown. And that's when the miracle happens, that's when the transformation happens, that's when we get liberated from all the past conditioning, hurt, whatever it is that we were holding on to. It's a total renewal. It's death and rebirth. In order to be rebirthed, you have to die, right? So that's a very powerful message, guys. Very, very strong message. So this arcanum, this death, is leading us towards just a completely new new start, fresh start. Here we have on the bottom of the deck the Sun card. Isn't that beautiful? Many celestial bodies here. Sun, Moon. I was getting Martian energy, Mars with the Emperor. And today actually I was, before doing this reading, I was walking in the dark and I was looking at the stars and I saw Venus. It was just so bright and there was such a beautiful sense, because it is, I think, yeah, today is the Indian Festival of Light, isn't it? I don't know exactly what it's called. And here in the UK, it's gonna be bonfire night tomorrow. So a lot of light. There is a lot of light there, a lot of hope. Beyond this, you know, this transformation, this intensity, this kind of heaviness, or it's not even beyond. It is part of it. It is part of it. That's the deal, you know. We can't just strive towards the light and favor the light. We need to be able to embrace the dark as well. And there is so much value to be gained from dwelling in the shadows, and kind of getting to know the shadows. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. I feel like that's pretty much the message I get. Okay, no, wait a second. I'll just summarize. So at the end, yeah, at the end, like the last card is the ten of the Pentacles, and the first card is the Emperor. So there is, it's very interesting how this transformation here in the middle between these two very sturdy, very strong, kind of defined cards, like energies. It, there is like a lot of fluidity and a lot of change happening, but it is held. It's almost like it's protected. We're protected and we're held in this transformation, and we are being led away from any energies which are not serving us anymore, any sneakiness, deceit, pain, victimhood, not knowing our worth, not having the guts to really, know ourselves, or stand our ground. Like all of these things which have created in the past any self-sabotaging situations or behaviors, any of that is like it's the death is just like, this arcanum is like, no. There is no compromise anymore. It has to end. It's ending. All of it is ending. And for some of you this could translate as the finalizing of relationships which haven't been serving you for a long time, and they have to be severed. For some of you it's behaviors, it's thought patterns, it's feelings, it's jobs, anything, any of that. And my invitation and also the cards are inviting you to surrender that joyfully, because what did, like, what this this arcanum is leading you towards is abundance, more abundance, things which are more joy, more alignment, more freedom as well, because these things which are dying, which this arcanum is taking with its, like, it's slaughtering, these are the things which weigh you down and are not allowing you to move forward. So it's a gift. Remember that it is a gift. It's not a punishment. Okay? These completions that some of us may be experiencing. So embrace this process gracefully and as much as you can joyfully, because it really is a blessing. Okay, well, that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Click the thumbs up if you liked the video, and please subscribe if you want to follow me. Also, you'll find all the information you need in the description box if you want to get in touch with me for a private reading, or if you want to follow any of my other social media platforms. Okay, guys, well, yeah, new moon blessings. Bye bye.